Hello everyone, Prime here, and today we're going to be covering the Roman God Mercury. Some facts about him, his stories and myths, his relationships, and general purpose. If that interests you, then you're in the right place. If not, then you might want to look somewhere else for a bit of lore and mythology about Merc. But, with all of that said... yes, one more side note. A lot of the Roman gods were actually largely based off of pre-existent Greek gods. And whilst the Greeks were not exactly the only people the Romans drew inspirations from, you're going to see a lot of parallels between Mercury and the Greek god Hermes. And the same will be true for a lot of other crossover gods that we'll eventually be covering here. Not saying that those gods will be before the next gods on the list, but you get the point. I mean, the most recent one that's coming up would be Cronus or Saturn. So, yeah, I might switch their names from time to time, but whilst they're not technically the same, they may as well be. And with that said, let's get into this. So Mercury takes the appearance of a young man wearing golden sandals and a helmet, both of which have small wings attached to them. He usually is equipped with a magical wand or Cordius, which was known to be entwined with snakes. Now, the wings on his sandals allowed him to fly, earning him the title Messenger of the Gods. He also wore simple blue or red robes covering the lower half of his body, whilst wearing nothing over the upper half of his body. Mercury was the god of merchants, thieves, finance, gymnasts, and commerce, among many other things. He guided the departed souls to Avernus, the gateway to the underworld, and the realm of Pluto, or Hades. Mercury was also a capable fighter, as you'll find out in the facts section. Yes, I actually have a facts section this time, instead of just closing the video. He fell in love with a nymph, known as Larunda, or Lara. We'll just be calling her Lara because it's easier. Naiades are nymphs that watch over fountains, wells, springs, and fresh forms of water generally. Her beauty was famous, but she could never keep a secret, which sucked for her because when she told Juno, wife of Jupiter, about an affair that he had with Janus's wife, if you watch the Janus video, you'll know why I'm not going to attempt to even pronounce her name, Jupiter was none too pleased about this betrayal, and had her tongue cut out before ordering Mercury to take Lara to Pluto. Mercury was completely infatuated with Lara, and the two made love, allowing Lara to eventually give birth to two invisible children who went by the name Lares, and were the household gods that hide in cottages and woods, making sure that Jupiter would never find Lara. When he was a young infant, Hermes used some manner of stealth to escape his crib and stole some of Apollyon's cattle in this place. Now Hermes wasn't a fool, and so that he wasn't discovered, he covered the cattle's feet in boots before leading them to Pylos so that they didn't make tracks that could be easily traced back to wherever it was he decided to lead them. He hid all but two of the cows in some grotto. The two that he slaughtered were used as his meat to feed him, and he set aside some of their hides for a project. Happening upon a tortoise shell outside of this area, he used the parts of the slaughtered cattle with the tortoise's shell and made a grand lyre. This is one of the greatest gifts that he has bestowed upon the world. Zeus found these things to be pleasing and offered Hermes a place as one of the 12 supreme gods of Olympus, making him the messenger of the gods beneath the earth. Hermes eventually traded the lyre with Apollo for the cattle. This one time, Hera was pretty mad at Zeus and jelly at some women because Zeus was spending extra special time with them. So because these are gods, the worst thing in existence is a scorned goddess. Hera turned the women into cows. As an added insurance, Hera then placed the all-seeing one, this chap, underneath the cows to stand watch. His name was Argus, and he was the son of Earth. Argus tied the cows to an olive tree, and Zeus wanted some of that special attention. So he ordered Hermes to do some stealing business with the cows. whilst the messenger easily infiltrated the area which contained the cows. Have you ever tried to move one of those things? I didn't think so, and neither have I, but realizing that trying to move the cows himself would be about as fruitful as buffing Kernanos and seeing the community's reaction, Hermes instead decided to kill the god, Argos. Zeus then continued his fun time. It's now that we should stop thinking about Zeus's fun time, but a child was made as a result of it, and Zeus changed its form so that Hera, or Juno if you prefer, would not, kill it. Remember how Hermes stole those cattle? Well, the gods didn't exactly know who had stolen them until a herdsman, Batos, told a bunch of gods. Needless to say, Hermes was none too pleased with Batos, and because of this, the god turned the herder into stone, like Medusa, but less edgy. Point is, Hermes hates snitches, so watch out for that any time you give away a Mercury's position. Mercury has also slain giants. Yeah, this guy. You see, the giants started a war in heaven, and many gods were thrust into battle. He destroyed the giant, this chap's name, with a golden blade. A shame that the golden sword never made it into Smite. It might have been pretty cool to see, even if it might have ruined a few golden skins. Also, a giant managed to lay waste to Olympus, prompting all but 2 of the gods to flee and hide themselves away in Egypt. Zeus stood valiantly against this colossal threat and got wrecked with Athena by his side. Mercury showed up after this, picked up the old and battered Zeus, brushed him off a bit, and restored his lost strength. It is said that when the gods fled to Egypt, some of them took on the animal forms that actually became the Egyptian gods themselves. Mercury, in this case, took the form of an ibis, and some say that he was even the Egyptian god Thoth, thanks to this. We've reached pretty much the end of the video. Now, I could easily make a part 2, as there were a crap ton more lore stories and things. But, again, I don't have to. The part 2 would literally be like Loki's lore video, and that it would pretty much just be purely story-based video, rather than the more structured kind of video that this was. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and leave a request, or just let me know if you want me to work on that in the comment section below. If not, then the next video will be on Nuar, then Bellona, and then whatever is next on the list, which I will probably bring up right about now. So, if you enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Prime, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.